Just won the game for him.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Play action now, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Ready.
Here's the option, running right. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goddard. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red end zone now. Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. To the air again, Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Second and goal from the 1. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hurts.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Ready! Ready, go!
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Prescott. Downfield throw tip, but he's still got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. They're on the 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that.
10, down at the 33. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. Yeah, they just
into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A third quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 9. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to get the lead up to 4. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, there's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Now, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Prescott. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. That one looks like he'll throw here. Left side here to Sanders. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd down, here's an option right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And Pascal's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no
the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Take it in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion at 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Here we go. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready, go.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Throwing is Hurts.
Touchdown!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The final shot here before break. Smith. He's got a man. Complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts
On the move to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As he'll go from the 47. Oh, he fakes a spike. It fights him off.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Hurts throws complete to Goddard. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Back to Walker on first down.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Throwing now is Geno. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready? The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interceptions. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he's brought down. Here's Walker. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Smith going to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
But first down, Hurts. Into the hands of Sanders.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Pack the 60, pack the 60. Brings up second and 18.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets it up past the 35.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on second down. Hurts. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing now, Smith.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Smith.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He's going to let it go again, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
On the jump.
From the gun, it's Dillon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.